Okay, we're in stealth mode. We're on the west side of the house. We're in the neighbor's yard. This is brick rain gutter. Some of it's below grade, some of it's above grade. This is a post-tension cable foundation. We have weep holes around the perimeter. Weep holes are good. These windows, this is the parent bathroom, parent closet area. And some of these windows, the window ledges do not have enough pitch on them to divert water properly away from the structure. We also should have kick-out flashing right here. You'll see that we've got a lot of wood rot where the siding is in direct contact with the roof covering. Over here, where the water just comes right off of the rake edge and it splashes onto the roof, that's why we have some discoloration here. Moving on along, we've got some control joints, expansion joints, call them what you will. These need to be sealed every few years. We expect the house to move. We expect it to move. We're in North Texas, and these control joints are supposed to pick up the slack. Moving on along, this is the clothes dryer. This is the clothes dryer exhaust vent, and you see that the flap is stuck open so that mice can get in there and whatnot. Again, brick, brick, brick. The tree, now this is your neighbor's tree. You've got some others. There's some others here, but a tree should not be closer than 25 feet to a slab foundation for root growth and that kind of thing. This is the clothes dryer vent, and the louvers are missing. You can see that it's dirty. It just goes to the other side of the wall there. It's going to be easy to clean out. Okay. I'm no longer a burglar. Breaking and entering. Okay, high soil conditions along the west side of the garage. These are for the water heaters. One of these is fine because it's for the safety pan, but the one for the temperature pressure relief valve is higher than 6 inches from the ground. It's supposed to be a little closer. I'll mention that again in the water heater video, but this is a picture of it. So when the water comes out of here, it's coming out at 200 psi at 200 degrees, and that's why they want it just a little closer to the ground so it doesn't spray people. Moving on along, this is the lawn sprinkler control wires. And that fenestration, that should be sealed a little better. So that makes it very susceptible. The rain gutter is above grade. The rain gutters are supposed to divert water away from the house, not next to the house. Just saying. We got a little bit of cracking between the stretcher bricks, little mortar cracks right in here. Right. Okay. Trees shouldn't be closer than 25 feet. Bushes are touching it. Now, because brick is a great material, you know. Brick is a great material. But you're supposed to have, anytime you have masonry, you're supposed to have weep holes around the perimeter. I got a pretty good example of that. You're also supposed to have them over the fenestrations. So if we come over here, got a little bit of separation between the brick and mortar here. A little bit around your keystone right there. And then you see this, the lintel. Anytime you have a fenestration, it's a window or a door that has a lintel, a metal lintel, you should have weep holes over those as well. Coming along the garage door casement, should not be in direct contact with the ground because moisture will wick up inside of there and rot the wood. So they put little patches on it. They really didn't fix the problem. I should have cut the wood out and cut it down to an angle or left a gap there. Apparently they didn't want any gaps. Maybe because they have mice in the attic, as you've seen by now. All electric fixtures on the exterior walls should be sealed so that water doesn't get back up into the brickwork. And then see, here's another lintel. It doesn't have weep holes. See how this is rusting? It's rusting. See the water's coming through there. It's because the rain gutter is too close to the house. It's supposed to be a 2-inch gap. And then, you think wind-blown rain can get up in there? I do. And then you're supposed to have kick-out flashing right here. So the rain gutter is too close to the wall and it doesn't have kick-out flashing, so it's just pouring over here. It's collecting inside the wall behind the lintel. The lintel's now rusting. See that? The wall's too close. This door, 3 panels are bent. One's on the inside, you can't see it. This is bent and torn. Bent and torn. All 3 of these panels are bent. You can see these 2 from the exterior. Water discharge is too close to the house. Coming along here. A step should not be higher than 7 3/4 inches. The step is too high to get up into. And we had weep holes with the brickwork. We do not have weep holes with the stonework. So we do not have any weep holes around here. We're missing our cover for the receptacle there. No time like the present. I wonder if GFCI protected. You are? Okay. Inquiring minds want to know. No weep holes over the lintel. Bushes touching the house. Trees closer than 25 feet. Now this flagstone is beyond the scope of this work. This inspection. This is work. But this is not dimensionally uniform. All right. So this is a trip hazard. If you're young and spry, it's probably not going to be an issue to you. Laugh at me, haha. You know, I get that. But you know, if you're not so young and not so spry, this might be a challenge, an obstacle course. We got a little bit of cracking right here, and then cracking there. Coming along this ledge is too level to divert water properly away from it. And of course, we got moss growing down the wall there because the water's not running off of it. We got some little ants here. Where are you, baby? That's not a carpenter ant. I saw some others earlier. They weren't carpenter ants either. We're missing most of our screens. Most of our screens. It's easier to count the screens that you do have than the screens that you don't have. Also, I'd like to call your attention. The water's coming down. It's all stained. Rain gutter's too far away. See, at first it looks like you got a little kick-out flashing there, but you don't really. Look at all the sealant that's been applied to that flashing over there. People have been wrestling with water moisture issues over here. That didn't happen by accident. And right up here, okay, there's some mortar repair. You don't have any active cracks, but there's been a lot of repair done right there. Right there. Moving on along. And we got some more cracking right over here. This is the east window. The structure faces south. Okay, the east window, that's the formal dining area. And got some cracking right in there. Sure do. Moving on along the obstacle course. You got a lot of ants and just looking for carpenter ants. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, the gas piping right here. Okay, all that gas piping should have been painted so that it doesn't rust to protect it. It'll take about 1,000,000 years for it to rust out, but it happens. It happens. I saw a picture on Facebook just the other day. That's the main shutoff valve right there. Parallel is on, perpendicular is off. All these bushes, debris. Okay, too close, too close. Coming on along. Missing screen, no weep holes. Okay, a little bit of wood rot right up here on the freeze board, that's what it's called, behind the fascia. Let me write that down. Wood rot on freeze board behind fascia over formal dining east windows. How about that? Oh, it's because the whole rain gutter's gone. Check that out. Duh. The blind inspector was just hanging like crazy right there, isn't it? Goes on along, and we've got Rotten freeze board and missing rain gutter on this whole side. How about that? That's my method. That's how I do it. High soil wood mulch. High soil wood mulch. Where do termites live? In the ground. Where do they eat dead wood? What's wood mulch? Dead wood on the ground next to your house. Oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. Got a loose band on this rain gutter up here. Loose band on rain gutter between formal dining and patio door. See if we got any water here. Or mosquitoes. Yeah, we do. This is the only exterior faucet. There's not a front exterior bib faucet. I thought every structure is supposed to have 2 faucets, one for the front and one for the back. I've seen one on each side, but it's still supposed to have 2 faucets. Okay, intercom systems are beyond the scope of this inspection. This is to the wet bar right here. This is an in-use cover. This is good. This is good. It's so good I can't get in it. There we go. You gonna be GFCI protected for us, honey? You are GFCI protected because I tripped the one on the front porch. I'll come back and check. So this tells me there's not a disconnect for the fountain. Fountains are beyond the scope of this inspection, but we got water right next to the house. I gotta call your attention to that. It's also an attractive nuisance. A child can fall into this pond. Alright? And then, so this door should be self-closing, should have an alarm, self-closing alarm, self-closing alarm. And it should be GFCI protected, and it does not appear to be so. So, fountain is hardwired, does not appear to be GFCI protected. Bushes next to the house, bushes next to the house. There's some kick-out flashing right there. They finally got it. They finally got it. We expect this one to be inoperable too. Now, remember that cover I was having? Well, here we go. Here's the fountain. Okay, it's got a disconnect. It's got a disconnect, but it is not GFCI protected. This guy's supposed to be inoperable because I tripped the one on the front porch. And he is. That's good. That's good news. We got some wood rot right in here. Wood to ground contact and wood rot. Check that out. Over here. Got a little bit of repair, something like that. It's just a little bit wank. Can I say wank? Is that a technical term? We got wood repair here. They've been at it. I mean, this house isn't new. It's wood. You expect it. Doesn't make it right, but you expect it. Coming on along. These trees are going to interfere with the camera pole. This roof has too much pitch. I'm not going to be able to walk it. These electrical party lights are going to interfere with the pole. Alright, you shouldn't have. I get it, they're fun. Yay! But party lights should not be installed, novelty lights should not be installed on a permanent application. Extension cords should not be used in a permanent application. That's more of this roof is worse for wear. I'm glad that I got over here this time of day. Look at that. That's no spring chicken there. Sure isn't. Alright, and then we got a wooden fireplace chase. We sure do, with a cap. That's what it is. That's pretty worn though. Moving along, we got bushes too close. Lawn sprinkler heads should not be closer to the structure than 12 inches. See, we got screen here. This looks like a bush, but it's not. It's art. Okay, these steps are beyond the scope of the inspection, kind of like the flagstone in the front. It's higher than 7 3/4 inches and is not dimensionally uniform and a trip hazard. Trees again are too close. Moving on along. We started on the other corner over there when we were doing our burglaring, our breaking and entering. This is the parent bathroom and bathtub. We got a little bit of wood rot right in here. Lots of debris.